Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Gucci.
And my dick looks like a lemon. Great song.
I love it.
Go listen to Lemonade, everyone. Stop the podcast and go listen to Gucci Mane's Lemonade when he was still fat.
And on drugs.
And on drugs. I'm happy for his glow up, man.
are you jealous of having an ice cream tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he gets free ice cream for life.
That's how it should work. Honestly.
It really should.
Yeah.
You get that shit on your face, dude. You get whatever you want.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I should get titties on my face. And then I get free titties for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
From a brothel. There's probably a brothel in Amsterdam that would do that.
A breathel.
A brothel? A breastal?
A breastal.
Did you ever used to jack off to that show on HBO, Cat House?
Of course.
It was like the documentary about the bunny ranch.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Big
I love
time.
that. The guy died. Dennis Hoff.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
to a conservative political legend.
Yeah. That
a
was
fiscal
definitely
conservative, socially liberal legend.
one of the chicks that I saw recently a picture of, and I'm like, that's actually terrifying that I jacked off to her, but was named Air Force Amy.
I don't remember any of them. I didn't jack off to it in like with an emotional way. It was just there were so many titties. And
Yeah, it's a mechanical thing.
What show?
It was called Cat House.
the
It was
Bunny
a
Ranch show.
quote unquote documentary on HBO that you weren't supposed, we were supposed to learn about how this brothel worked.
I just had a flashback to driving through the desert, and I don't know where, somewhere in between Texas and California, but like Eastern California, which, I mean, I'm sure you know.
It would have been in Nevada.
Somewhere. It's just like,
Yeah.
but you know how like Eastern California is just like a fucking wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember because like I was driving through like literal ghost towns.
Like Sierra Nevada zone.
A little bit south of there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. It was like something like Goldstone or Gold. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, all of these like depressed towns. And then I pulled off on like some road, and there was a sign like just spray painted on, like fucking OSB, just like brothel.
Hell
Or
yeah,
whatever,
dude.
with an arrow that goes down this driveway and like just open space. This fucking shitty like trailer,
Hell
like just
yeah,
at the end, and it's like, oh God. I
Imagine
going
the
to
fucking
fuck
pussy over there.
But to be one of those people,
Everything around it is
A
horrible.
woman with brown teeth.
To be the kind of person to even witness it.
Whoa, look at this.
Yeah.
This is like, imagine driving by and be like, a brothel.
I'm horny
there's
for
no,
that.
There's no way there's not at least one girl with Down syndrome in that fucking.
For sure.
You
No
know.
one's over it.
She's just drinking vegetable oil.
Yeah. Oh my
They're
god.
like, yeah, it keeps her smooth.
It keeps her pussies juicy.
Keeps her juicy, and you going having a nice time here in California?
Well, it must be Nevada, right? Because that's where it's illegal everywhere but Vegas.
Oh yeah, I guess it was.
It was probably everywhere but Clark County. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad had to we had family friends that were like skiing in Utah, and it was like the dad and the son, and their car broke down, like it blew up, kind of like their whatever. They got picked up by a truck, and
Dad's
they're
like, I'm on my way. Just the rollerblades.
my dad's
Two men are stranded somewhere? I'll be there.
So they got picked up by a truck or something. It was pre-cell phone. They called my dad from a payphone, and he had to meet them in the middle of Nevada, barren wasteland, where two highways met. That was where they planned to meet, and the only thing there was a brothel. So my dad tells this story where he was sitting in the parking lot, and some dude came out and he was like, "You can't fucking sit here. You gotta come inside, at least have a drink."
That's what happened.
And I
at
think
that
that
brothel.
I don't
He was
know.
I had to go inside.
Yeah.
Legally, they made me.
They got mad at him. He said that they had a gun or something. Which
He
is
had a
probably
gun and
lie.
he made me give him
Yeah.
head.
But
He
yeah,
put the gun to my head and I sucked his penis.
he had to wait there for 4 hours apparently. And
Yeah, I'm sure that was a mistake.
I don't know. I don't think my dad's cool enough, honestly.
Your dad was like, I got there 4 hours early, and all I could do was hang out at the brothel.
Has your dad seen Joker yet?
No, I don't think he has.
I'm kind of worried about my dad. First of all, my dad's not going to see it until it comes out on DVD.
He'll get it at the red box.
Yeah, right. And then he'll see it. and I'm just like dreading that phone call.
What are you worried about?
You think it might make him snap, like
No,
a
he's
falling
gonna-
down kind of thing?
He's gonna like it and just, but it's gonna be like, the worst.
I loved when he how he stuck it to those black ladies.
It says something. He's gonna be thinking he's like the first person. He's like, it reminds me of Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad doesn't read anything or
Well, dude, I saw
know
it.
what day it is or.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw
I
it?
saw it yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is, first of all, it is just a fucking comic. It just goes down smooth. It's fun, but it's
Yeah.
a dumb movie. It's fucking stupid.
People are really trying to like really read into a
Yeah,
clown
they just
movie.
They just retconned it again. Like they just fucking did the Batman story again, and it's fun. It's basically just a Marvel movie for guys that are like, "Fuck Marvel, dude. I'm smarter than that. I watch Scorsese." It's like old New York. It's like Taxi Driver and fucking King of Comedy.
I thought it was funny when he brought the gun to the children's hospital.
That was funny. They were great.
That
You
was
were right.
hilarious.
The laughs were
Intellectually
awesome.
on the same level as like X-Men First Class, which is also a good movie.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just a fucking
Right. I don't
stupid
know
ass
why
movie.
anyone needs it to be smart. I don't think anybody's walking away from it thinking like that was smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's great. It's a great movie.
I'll watch it on air. It's just an entertaining movie. It was fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it was as good as you guys. Your cocks were on double hard for it.
I loved it. I
Well,
might go see it again.
Real. I mean, I will see it again. But
It's
like on
first of all, it's an
drugs.
amazing performance.
Yes, he
He's
does crush
such a
it.
good actor.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil shit, but there are some awesome ass. And yeah, there's like 5 awesome big laughs in it.
You realize you're the only one that cares about spoiling.
No, dude. There's people right now that are like, "Thank you, stop."
Yeah,
No.
but those are the worst people.
No,
honestly.
they're good guys. They're
I
trying to
hate
enjoy a
spoiler-
fucking movie.
I hate spoiler alert people.
What are you fucking talking?
I hate
about?
it, dude.
Have things been spoiled for you?
Yeah, I don't care. It
You don't
already
care.
exists.
Shut up.
You don't want to.
That's
You
fucking
don't want to appeal to
stupid.
those guys. Trust me, because you think that they're going to be on your side, but they're like right now polishing a gun at home, and they're like, "I knew Stav agreed with me, and we can be together forever because we have the same opinions about spoilers."
No, dude. Spoiling things is
Yeah,
bad.
he's gonna mail a big chocolate cake with a bomb in it to your house, and you won't be able to resist.
I hear it ticking. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I gotta eat this cake.
It looks good.
He's
though.
gonna see
At
you.
the hospital, like, wait a minute, you ate the bomb?
It's
You're like,
swallowed
it was
the bomb,
in the, it was in the
but it
cake.
was good.
I didn't know any better.
It's not my fault. Now get the bomb out.
Yeah, get the bomb out with my free Bernie Sanders health.
Now that Bernie is fucking president, dude, which will happen in the future when I eat the bomb.
Damn, I want more fucking barbecue chips now.
You know what? A couple's just right for me when it comes to barbecue.
Dude, I loved Casey Masterpiece chips as a kid. It was my favorite chip.
No, I was never a
how about
barbecue
this?
guy.
How about JC Masterpiece?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Power of Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
And that's what this podcast is now. It's
The
about
JC.
barbecue reviews and God.
From a religious viewpoint.
From a Christian perspective on different kinds of barbecue.
Okay, so we've got that vinegar shit, North Carolina.
I just watched Last Temptation of Christ, the Scorsese movie.
Yeah.
With Willem Dafoe.
Willem being Jesus with his fucked up eyes.
It's really sick, dude.
I read the book, but I haven't seen the movie.
The Bible?
No, The Last Temptation of Christ.
Oh, is it a book?
My
I don't
boy
know that.
Nikos Kazantzakis, bitch.
Oh, is it a Greek book?
Yes, motherfucker.
Does it have pictures or?
Of course,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
why you read the book. I was like, my eyebrow raised as soon as you said I read the book. Then it's like, oh, because
Yeah, I have pride in
Yeah.
my country.
some
dude.
guy you play mahjong with at the cafe. It's like, I wrote a book.
Yeah, my uncle Nikos wrote it, dude.
It's about Jesus' last temptation.
It's
and
about
the temptation
Jesus getting
is busting.
pussy. Yeah. I wrote a book about Jesus getting pussy.
Yeah,
man.
literally, it's about pussy. Yeah,
That's the Greek perspective on God,
it's
dude.
sick, man.
The point is, yeah, Jesus is gonna get sucked up. Does he
I
get-
just love that
In
image. Jesus
Eastern
on the
Orthodox
cross.
Church, is there a girl god that God wants to fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Is
she's
that
got
Satan?
Big titties, dude. Yeah, Satan's a girl who won't give the pussy up, and that's why he puts her to hell.
Yeah, she's a
It's
fucking.
like, fuck you, bitch. You can't hang out of my house then. Go downstairs. I want pussy or you go to the fire, bitch. That's basically Greek orthodoxy. You are allowed to get pussy as a priest, though, and that's why we don't molest.
Yeah.
The way you fucking sick Catholics do.
I'm not Catholic.
It would be funny if because there's got to be at
Talking to
least a
Nick.
couple of those Orthodox bishops molesting boys, and then they find out and they're like, "Come on, man,
Yeah, come on, man. We let you fuck.
that's the one thing we had."
But it's Greek
So we're
style.
not-
Yeah, well, as long as they teach them fucking geometry.
Yeah.
Under
You can have
Greek-
sex
under
between their
Greek
thighs.
culture.
You just loop up those little boy thighs.
Mm-hmm.
Were you baptized, Nick?
Yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah. Me and Nick both
Were you
baptized.
confirmed?
No.
No, but baptized.
Yeah.
Confirmed you were, what, 13?
I guess
It's a Catholic bar mitzvah kind of vibe.
But they don't get shit for it.
Yeah, you have to wear a gay little suit. It's funny to look at my friends' confirmation pictures and be like, faggot. Yeah, no. I'm just sitting on like
Are they wearing all
what
white?
are those tables called where you put your keys?
A gay guy table?
No, next to like the front door of your
Like a
house.
side. No, it's not a side table.
The entrance table.
Anyways, yeah, that's where you
Everyone
put
knows what you're
your
talking.
confirmation photos. You go,
Oh,
look at
yeah,
nice
yeah.
bow tie, faggot. Did God give you that?
I like the pictures of me in a nice little gay suit, dude.
My parents didn't even get me a suit for my bar mitzvah.
What?
I got like my grandma, like she came from South Africa, and she got me like this like patterned shirt and black slacks, and I literally am dressed like Nelson Mandela.
Wait,
at
you
my
didn't
bar
wear a
mitzvah.
suit at your bar mitzvah?
Nah, I didn't have a suit
The
until I was an
fuck?
adult. No, my
What are you
no.
talking about, dude?
No.
Wait, how much trash are your parents trash?
No, they were. I mean, we were kind of broke around that time, but they also were.
A child suit costs like $30.
Yeah,
Does
I mean,
it?
they don't cost anything.
There's a picture of Jamel.
Then we like smash cut to the reality of the situation. Adam's like, I want to dress in African clothes. For my
No, I didn't.
We're gonna listen to rap at my bar mitzvah, and I need to make it. All my friends think I'm the black kid
Dude,
at school. Because
all
I'm
my
from
friends
Africa.
had dope ass bar mitzvahs. My friend David wore a white tuxedo, white tie, like bow tie, and tails as a 13-year-old boy.
Did he get pussy?
at his party? Yeah, he did get pussy.
Adam's like,
Wait,
I want
at his
tap
bar
dancing
mitzvah?
He's like my
shoes.
friend that like was getting pussy first. He was
Wait,
like,
he got pussy at 13?
He was the most sick at sports out of all the Jews.
Damn.
And then like his parents caught him smoking weed in 8th grade and like sent him to like religious like
Rehab?
Jewish like it's called yeshiva. I don't know. Yeah, but they like sent him away and
and
it was kind of over. But at 13 he was the coolest fucking guy and also the funniest fucking guy I've ever met.
What's he up to these days?
Nick met him in New Orleans.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got 5 kids or something.
Oh, damn.
some boring guy.
Yeah.
Nothing remotely remarkable about this.
Yeah,
guy.
but it's like funny. It's like those kids that are like the funniest kid you've ever met at 13. Like that's how they all end up, basically.
Yep.
None of them go into comedy.
That's not true. They just
Really?
don't know what to do with it. They end up like going to open mics and they're very funny, but it's like this isn't stand up.
Yeah, I just think they just have good lives, dude.
Yeah.
They don't
No. A lot of them go to rehab really early. A lot of those kids that I knew like got into drugs,
the ones that got pussy.
getting pussy and like the really funny.
Yeah,
like,
if you
cool-
get
that are
pussy too
funny.
early, there's nothing to fucking.
yeah,
There's nothing to strive for the rest of your life.
I think that's probably.
But if
true.
you get it too late, then you get into comedy.
yeah,
Yeah, but
too
you can
early or
never.
too
If you
late.
get it too late, then you can never fuck enough, and it turns you into.
I know.
it turns you into a monster.
lecherous.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Maybe someday you can fuck enough.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to find out. Can I fuck too much
Yeah.
enough to make it so that I wasn't a bitch in high school?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll stay tuned for the information.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if it ever happens.
I don't know. I feel like I did everything I wanted to do already,
Yeah.
and now it's like, fuck. I mean,
Yeah.
the only thing I wanted to do that I didn't do was kill myself. I kind of don't even really want to do that anymore. It's just like
Was that an early goal?
it feels too dramatic.
Yeah, it would be like,
Yeah, it's a
Look at
drama
Nick.
queen move.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like,
fucking
wait,
bitch killed
I'm
himself.
30. I
Yeah.
can't kill myself.
yeah.
We would clown you at your funeral for
Yeah.
killing
There
yourself.
wouldn't be a funeral.
Yeah.
I would make sure of it.
Nah, against your wishes, we'd hold one to call you gay.
Yeah, and we get you like
No, I'd have the Navy SEALs dispose of my body in the middle of the Atlantic.
we get the
Like Epstein, no one would know about my funeral.
You get the Osama bin Laden treatment, dude.
Mm-hmm. How
Yeah,
about
you're right.
Jeffrey Epstein, and he's like a retarded version of Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay.
He's like, I molested a
Oh,
kid.
that was a baby.
Oopsie daisy, I raped a baby.
That's good, man.
Jeffrey Epstein.
That's a good Halloween costume.
Yeah. And that's
Jeffrey
he's in
Epstein.
blackface for some reason.
Okay.
Are you allowed to go as what's the prime minister?
Trudeau?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to do blackface if you're making fun of
The
Trudeau.
character
It's-
of Justin Trudeau.
It's essentially what this podcast is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Claiming it's satire to do something racist.
Yeah, it's a technicality that we can get off on.
My man loved blackface, dude.
Yeah.
He did it like 12 times. There's video. There's pictures. There's like different garb.
Dude,
he
friend-
did his toes. He did his fucking
He
fingers.
did hands, yeah.
It's
That's dedication.
I
to the
wonder if
craft.
he did his dick.
No, you're wearing clothes.
Well, he did one thing where he stuffed his pants to give him like a big dick.
Well, that's for the character.
I know.
It's the character of a black guy with a big dick.
What a fucking loser. And his family used to be the fucking president too.
Yeah, Pierre.
So he's just some rich piece of shit that did blackface.
Yeah, French Canada is different, bro.
Oh, that's right, French.
Yeah, they never had slaves, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah, that's true. I can't. I don't know.
What about, would it be wrong for a Taiwanese person to do blackface?
How dark were they to begin with?
Taiwanese people? They're Chinese. They're Han Chinese.
Some of them are a little
No.
crispier.
You're thinking of Thailand.
I might be.
Yeah. Long fingernails, dark, purple pussies.
Purple pussies.
Gum
I don't know
colored
about
pussies.
that.
Yeah, the shit. They're gum.
I don't think that's true.
Well, you know. Different strokes.
I don't know. I guess it would. I guess. I don't know.
I feel like they like doing
if
it
a
in
Chinese
the East.
person does blackface, I guess it is racist. Yeah, it is. What are we talking about? Of course,
Why is it racist?
because it's an offensive portrayal of a different race.
But they
Even if
didn't
they
enslave black people.
So what?
Is it more racist here?
I didn't enslave Jews. What if I fucking had a big ass fake nose on or whatever?
Are Egyptian people allowed to do it?
No, they're the ones who enslaved them.
I know, but
Jews
now
were
they're-
never slaves. That's made up.
Thank you for saying
By
it.
the-
Honestly, it's made
We
up.
can move on. That was
By the
whole point-
Bible.
That was the whole point of this conversation, was to get you to say
That
it.
shit's fake. I call bullshit.
I agree.
Man, it's nice out.
It is really nice out. I had a real nice stroll in the city right before I came.
Oh
here,
yeah.
on the way back from my appointment.
What was his name?
It's my therapist.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Did you just talk about the Dodgers? You gonna pay $600 an hour?
No,
They complain
I didn't do
about
that.
baseball.
About Kershaw, just crying.
Being rich really is stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, man.
Yeah, it's like, well, I've made too much money. I guess I have depression now that needs to be medically treated with a friend I have to pay for.
That's right.
Yeah, I am paying someone to hang out.
Yeah.
It feels like he's a bud.
No, he's not. He's not your friend, dude. He don't love you.
I think he does.
No,
I
he
think
doesn't.
I
He
think
told
we're,
me.
I think we're homies.
No, he told me you fucking. You suck.
Really?
Yeah. Because we fuck girls together, me and your therapist.
Yeah, and I watch.
Yeah, Nick's at a
And
big
I
fucking chair.
take notes.
So you're saying you're better friends with him?
Nick is our
I
sex therapist.
I sit there with my legs crossed and I have a notepad and I write down pretending to not be gay. And then your therapist is like, "No, I'm doing this for real." I'm like, denial.
Yeah, very harsh
Angry.
denial.
Harsh denial.
So
and anger.
so gay, he's angry now.
No, I want to fuck this person.
Okay, all right.
Extremely mad and gay.
Yep, I've seen Nick's notes,
Mhm.
and I pay Nick $500 for that service.
Yeah, an hour.
To
An
take
hour.
notes when you're double teaming
With
someone?
your therapist.
With my therapist.
Specifically with your therapist,
Yeah.
because we're trying to make it to nationals.
Of in the double
Of
teaming
thera-
circuit?
of therapy, the Nationals of Therapy.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I didn't know you could win at it.
The world's greatest minds
Mm-hmm.
doctoring each other.
That's right, and having sex.
Niles, judged by Niles and Fraser.
Yep, judged by the fictional characters Niles and Fraser.
Is Niles
Crane.
also a therapist? now?
Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
they're
Of
both
course. What
therapists.
the fuck?
I forgot.
What?
Well, you
Oh, I don't know. Is Joey fucking roommates with Chandler?
Mm-hmm.
Come
Yeah,
on,
they are,
man.
right? They have
Yeah,
recliners.
exactly.
Are they? I thought they were friends.
They're all friends, but some friends are roommates.
Oh
What?
shit!
Why wasn't it called roommates?
Yeah, the
then?
show should be
Because
called
they're
Roommates.
not all roommates, but they're all friends.
Yeah, but none of them would be hanging out if
They
weren't.
live across the hall.
Yeah.
Apartments.
That would be
no
great.
one told you life was gonna be this way.
roommates.
Remember that tune? Remember that old number?
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good song, man.
Yeah.
Remember your job's a joke, you're broke.
Your love life's DOA.
DOA, that's right.
And I never understood that part, but it stands for dead on arrival.
Dead on arrival.
Yeah.
When the police show up to a crime scene of somebody that's been murdered,
Yeah.
and that's
Your love life.
That's what your love life is.
Which is pretty sad.
Yeah.
I would
That's
be
a bummer.
Seems a little extreme, but hey,
It's like you're always stuck in second gear.
remember that transmissions back
Mhm.
when cars had those.
Mm-hmm.
And something else, the reason you're here.
Because you are friends with me.
I'm Joey and you're Chandler.
It's Chandler. It's a Chandler and Joey show. Yeah, we know. We've been down that road.
Yeah, that's a good road.
And Ross had his own apartment, or he lived with someone else.
Across the street, Ross, remember?
Yeah.
Did Ross? He had his own place though.
Yeah, 'cause he
place.
lived with
On his
what's her name?
paleontology.
What was his ex-wife's name?
Susan?
No, that's George's wife on Seinfeld.
That's right, that's right.
His fucking he's getting divorced the whole time from that woman you never see.
No, you see her for a second. She's a lesbian.
In the pilot, yeah, she leaves him for a man, but in the pilot,
No, a woman.
she
Her like
leaves him for
teacher.
a woman. Damn,
Or
I
like
always
karate
forget how
teacher
that
or
works.
something.
Yeah, but yeah, no, in the pilot episode of Friends, Ross is upset because his wife's leaving him for a woman.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's right.
And what's her name?
Ah, jeez.
Charisse.
That would be awesome.
I'm done.
Ross,
with
I
Ross.
ain't sucking your little dick no
Ross.
mo.
You know what? I'm tired of dressing for less.
Yeah, Charisse leaves him for a man named Marshall.
Oh, you want to go back into this?
Yeah.
Did we do this before?
And their friend TJ Maxx is all like, "What?" Literally, this is eternal recurrence. This is just people hate repeating bits, but it's more than that.
Yeah, there's really only 4 things I'm capable of thinking about. It's funny. I open up Twitter.
Discount
and
retail.
And then it's funny. I don't know what it is, but I've been on Twitter since 2009, so a decade now.
Whoa.
And every time I open that app, used to be website.
Yeah.
My instinct is like, say something about how French horns are gay, or something about monster trucks, and
Yeah.
it's just this powerful force in my head to not tweet something about French horns or monster trucks.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Why
That's
do you
all I
hate
got.
French horns, man?
Well, it's all French stuff, but
Yeah.
it's because everything France invented, they're like, oh, this is the French. This is France. We did. Excuse us. Just to let you know, we came up with this. Whereas no other country's doing that shit.
That's right.
They call it a saxophone or a fucking trumpet.
But I don't feel like France didn't name it the French
And then
horn.
France is like, oh, we got the French press.
That's
Everywhere
so
else,
true.
coffee maker, percolator, fucking.
I feel like we use the word French to make it sound fancier.
No.
No. French fries.
French fries.
They just call them frites.
Pomme de frites.
Pomme de frites du français is
Pomme
what
de
they
frites
say.
de français.
They say front frit for short.
Frit.
Front frit for short.
Frit.
That's why FF, French fries front free.
Yeah. So, that's why I don't like French horns.
Yeah, that makes sense, dude. What else we got going on, man?
French bread.
Oh yeah, French bread. I mean, you name it. Dude.
Let's name French stuff.
You name it, and I'll tell you. about it. French horns, French press, French bread, French fries, French language.
A lot of foods.
French people.
What about like a French tip?
French nails?
Oh, the
French
nails.
nails.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Adam.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What
No,
about
you're right.
Or a French dip.
French maid outfit, French dressing, French dressing,
French onion soup.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
French fries.
What about that guy? Isn't there a guy whose last
French
name is
Stewart.
French?
Yeah.
French
Oh,
Stewart.
French Stewart.
I hate how France made that guy.
Which was originally Jean-Luc Picard's character's name.
French Stewart.
On,
Wow, they let him keep the last name.
on Star Trek The Next Enterprise was French Stewart.
That's right.
That's what they called him.
But then French Stewart was born.
Yeah.
The actual guy,
French toast.
of course.
French kissing.
Yes.
French kissing.
Yeah.
Which everyone kisses with their tongue.
This is just. We should just have a 3-person Family Feud game.
Da, 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 da,
Name something
da, da.
that starts with the letter D, and then there's no limit to the amount of answers.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Daffodil.
Destiny's Child.
Donahue.
Bill Donahue. Yeah.
Ryan Donahue.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Ryan Donahue's a good one. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Our friend Ryan
I wouldn't
Donahue.
have thought of comedian Ryan Donahue.
Dax Shepard.
Cruella DeVille.
Darning socks.
Yeah.
The act of doing that.
The silver gun from Goldeneye. I'm pretty sure that started with a D, but I can't remember the name of it.
D'Artagnan from the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The fourth guy.
Dom DeLuise.
Disco fries. Fries with gravy.
Dungaree.
Yeah.
Dungarees.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's 2 Ds.
Drones.
Department of Defense.
Wow.
Ooh, lots of departments.
Yeah.
Department of State.
Department of Education.
Department of Education.
Department of Energy.
I wish I worked in a department.
Department of Podcasting, dude.
Like a floor. There's like a sign on the door. That would make me feel good about myself.
Being at a department.
Yeah, if every day I walked through a door that had a sign on it, and I was like, oh yeah, I belong in here.
That's my
This is
part
my-
of the
this-
department.
I feel.
I'm a piece of what makes this happen.
Instead of doing what I normally do, which is get up, piss in the shower,
Uh-huh.
and then end up not taking a shower because it takes too long for the water to get hot. My dick is often hard in the morning, so I just piss at the bathroom wall.
True.
Oh, you
So I
let it
don't
just
make a
trickle.
mess.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I just piss all over the wall.
Yep. I just kind of angle my cock down, or my hips down, so that I'm shooting down, straight down, my cock straight down. That's how I deal with the morning. Or I'll piss into a bottle. So I'll just put my whole cock into the bottle and piss that way.
Like Genie.
That's right. A lot like a genie.
Yeah.
That's what. Yep.
That's how Aladdin
That's
met
how
Genie.
Genie gets in the bottle.
He comes out of a guy's hard cock.
Yeah, you've never had a friend like me. That's what he says.
Oh, is a genie like a guy, like someone beat off?
Huh?
It's cum. That doesn't become a baby. It becomes
Blue
a genie.
cum.
It becomes a genie because you make cum with magic.
Oh, I thought it was Aladdin
I'm
was
a
pissing
genie.
in the lamp.
I'm a genie in a bottle. You got to rub me the right way.
Yeah,
Christina
you don't have to
Aguilera.
rub
Christina
the genie.
Morissette.
You rub the bottle.
Well, I think she's talking about her pussy.
She's
and
talking about her
clit.
pussy.
But
She's
it's
talking
not
about
a good
being
in-
masturbated by a fella.
I feel like it's her clit. What she's talking about.
That's the thing, and the women used to be modest. In the '90s, they started talking about being masturbated off by
If you wanna suck on
guys they meet in college,
Yeah.
or wherever girls are going now.
That's right.
See, the thing is, all these girls are going to college now.
Then they start demanding to be
You used to
masturbated.
be able to meet them down outside of CVS.
Mhm.
Now they're all going off to. You want to meet a nice girl? Well, you better hit the books, pal, because they're not dating guys who learned butterfly knife tricks anymore.
Which is a shame,
Which is a shame.
because that's who's got good cock.
Yeah. Look,
Women.
I can fix motorcycles that I know lighter tricks.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But they just want a college boy.
What are you gonna do? Continue dating your boyfriend of 7 years that you met in grad school?
Bitch.
I can flip a Zippo over.
Look at this. Look how high I set the lighter to go.
Yeah.
It's going very high.
I legally modified the lighter.
I love when that shit happens.
Yeah.
I love a tall ass flame, dude.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
shit
that's how
rocks.
people know I'm dangerous.
Yeah, I want you to know. I keep the shit down by my waist, and that's how I light my
They're
cigarette.
like, oh my god, is that a dragon?
No, bitch, it's me.
Yeah, I like the guys that get the the wire that goes to your belt that attaches to the lighter. So if someone borrows your lighter, they can't run away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great, cool, man.
I
That's
like
really
those.
awesome,
I like
bro.
the action on those wires, though.
The action is fun.
Yeah,
But
people
it's
use
always-
those for like badges too.
Yeah,
How
but
they get just like get sucked back.
yeah,
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's a
not-
spring or something.
it
in
is.
there?
But the people that have them are not cool.
The people that have them are lame.
I always liked having lanyards and badges.
What did it make you feel like?
Like I was a comedian on a festival.
I hated them.
I still have my I was supposed to give it back, but I kept my key card for the Hollywood Center Studios
Nice.
lot. So I could go back there and just walk right into Bill Maher's cabana.
You just fucking kill him.
I wouldn't say that because I do actually have the key card. So I wouldn't go so far as to make a direct threat to somebody where I already
You
stole
think it
the
still
key.
works?
I don't know. I don't even know where it is. I just know that I was supposed to turn it back in and I forgot.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. That's kind of rules I break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if you're looking for a guy that has made a lighter bigger, forgets to turn things back in, I'm
Bitch,
that
bitch,
kind
you
of bad
found
boy.
him. Bitch, I might be.
I'm the negligence kind of bad boy. You know,
And
Girls love that.
the one that doesn't know that my tenants are supposed to have fire alarms.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of Hasidic bad boys out there.
I'm
Chicks are always trying to fuck chassids.
Dude, I know. They're like, what? You need hot water? Yeah, right.
they really are annoying.
They're disgusting. No, they are.
I was walking back. I was walking back from like the Kolache place, and there was some truck set up with like a would look like a fake ancient temple for children on the back with loudspeakers screaming some bullshit.
Yeah, the
like,
mitzvah mobile.
whatever the fuck that is.
I've
that-
seen
is
that
that
driving
real?
around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
The
I've seen
mitzvah
it.
mobile?
Yeah,
Well,
I've
it's just
seen it
annoying
driving
when they're
around.
like, look, we have fun. It's like, no, you don't.
No, it's not fun.
None of this looks fun.
You're not cool.
None. Yeah, you are the worst people at branding and having fun in the entire world.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't even try.
I agree.
Unlike
They
me, if I had a truck to entice children onto, it would
With
be,
loudspeakers.
it'd be one of the sickest trucks.
Dude, yeah, for sure. What would you have on it?
Rappers.
Rappers. You'd have
talking about like
Chameleonaire.
they tell you at school being Jewish ain't cool, but I think it is. I think it's real cool. And he's
Oh,
like,
it would still be a Jewish themed truck.
yeah,
Even though you have no real connection to the Jewish faith.
none. I would just take the source material and do a better
I
job
see.
in there.
They had like a Jewish rabbi rapper.
Yeah, Modest Yahoo.
No, not Modest Yahoo. That named Uncle Moishi.
Hell yeah.
That was yeah, it's pretty gay.
What
Can
a-
you fuck kids?
What a cool name.
Uncle Moishi.
My name's Smushy Schmolo. Yeah, I demand to be taken seriously. Oh, my name Shmooly Mooch Mooshooch.
Mm-hmm.
Shlomo's the best one.
I
right?
remember the
I
day-
love Shlomo, dude.
It's so disgusting.
Shlomo's
It
the
sounds
best.
like you're
Yeah,
throwing up.
First of all, it rhymes with homo. Check. 100 points right there, right off the bat. And then Shlo is the one.
Schlong. It
Like,
starts with schlong, rhymes
it rhymes
with
with
homo.
homo, and the sound that it
Yeah.
like adds is schla.
Well, it just like I mean, it's just
like
you could not have more of like an unscrupulous businessman kind of name. Fucking schlub, a guy that's selling like cars that he's ripped the airbags out of.
yeah.
No, it's faster. It's lighter actually.
I remember the day my mom bought me the Modest Yahoo CD. I was like doing homework. She came in. She's like, Adam, I know you like reggae music. So
Oh,
this
yeah.
guy is like a rabbi that does reggae. And I was
just a
just like,
conversation that happened among the Jewish parents that they're all like, we've got to get the kids onto this.
yeah, that seriously.
100%.
Like everyone's mom was like buying them that CD, and I was like, Mom, I will never fucking listen to this. That sounds like the gayest thing in the world. Like, please get out of my room or whatever. And then like all of my non-Jewish friends at fucking public school were listening to it.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, you have got to be kidding me.
Modest Yahoo was going off.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't get how that became successful.
He had a couple bangers.
On paper,
dude.
it sounds like the worst thing I
Well,
can
here's
imagine.
why. He wasn't born Jewish.
Is he a convert?
Yes, he's converted.
Yeah.
He was born Jamaican?
Yeah, he
No,
wanted to
he's-
get an agent and make money in the entertainment industry, so he converted. Because let's be honest, that guy, not that.
Shrewd
Take
move.
the rabbi bullshit away from him, and he's just some fucking white dude that makes reggae music. No chance is he going anywhere.
Yeah.
No, the rabbi
No
thing I
chance.
think might have pushed it over the edge.
It
Push it over
absolutely
the top.
pushed it
Push
over
it
the
to the limit.
There was one slot for that guy, and Snow got it.
Suck dick or something.
I can't wait to be gay and put a dick in my ass.
And put a dick in my ass.
Suck dick. I suck it boom boom down.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bitch.
Suck dick.
Suck dick.
What are you laughing at, Adam? It's smart.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a smart fucking point,
It's
dude.
smart like Joker.
Shouts out Todd. Shouts out the boy Todd Phillips.
Todd P.
Todd
Main man.
Todd Penis Phillips.
Todd Penis Phillips.
What if? Can you imagine?
I was pissed off when I found out that wasn't his real hair, that curly wig that he wears and everything.
Todd Phillips?
Yeah. When he makes
What does he look like? I
cameos,
don't even know what he looks like.
Just that guy with short, regular ass hair. I was fucking pissed, dude.
Oh, you thought he was stealing wig valor from bald people?
No. Remember, every time he makes a cameo, he's got that curly
Who does
wig.
he play? I forget. Like, is he in Old School or something?
He's in old school. He's definitely in at the end of in Hangover. He's like eating some woman's pussy in an elevator.
Dude, I would love to cast myself in that role.
Yeah,
The role of a guy eating a woman's pussy.
in an elevator,
Yeah.
which is a cool move. I hope
So
to do
sick.
it someday. I haven't.
Elevators are sexy as hell, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why
You're
do-
in like a metal box with a lady.
yeah. Oh,
There's
yeah.
buttons. That really turns me on.
You like buttons?
I love the buttons. Love the ding.
Ding.
It's just a very erotic
The
place.
lighting is horrible.
What
though.
ding? Are you talking about microwaves?
Elevators.
Oh. Sorry.
If you were very small, how long do you think it would feel good to be in a microwave?
Not for a second.
Not even a second.
I don't think it would feel good to be.
Before you really heat up, it might feel kind of nice.
It would immediately be cooking you from the inside.
I don't know why I'm laughing so much.
In like 3 seconds, it would kind of be nice, dude.
No, this is why you're so much of an optimist, is that you think that an excruciating death being cooked from the inside would feel
No,
good for a
I-
Did you
second.
ever put weed that got
Let
wet
me
in
ask
the
you this.
microwave
The
for like 2
electric chair,
seconds?
How good do you
No,
think that would feel?
That's different, bro. Because it would be nice to feel warm for a sec before it gets really heated up.
That's what the electric chair is like.
For real?
Yeah. The electricity mostly just passes over your skin,
Mm-hmm.
so it burns the shit out of you.
Well, if at a low setting, maybe that would be nice. Do you ever think of that?
The electric chair or the microwave?
Either one.
Oh, you're saying like the lower wattage setting.
Yeah.
The electric chair is sick, dude. It's so cool that they were like,
It's crazy.
they're
that
like,
they did
hanging is too brutal. Let's come up with something that we have to come up with
Out of
new
a horror
type of
movie.
music to
that.
describe.
So metal. Yeah.
Well, we don't have death metal yet, so I guess we'll fucking electrocute people in a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a great point.
Yeah.
There is that does not occur naturally. You don't get electrocuted.
No.
Why don't they just shoot people?
That's actually the most humane way
Firing
to do
squad?
it.
Yeah.
It's because, and someone explained this to me, the whole ban on cruel and unusual punishment means to observers, so it can't be like cruel for people who are observing it. Whereas the firing squad is like the best way to go out. It just looks more barbaric.
You have to have an observer there? Is that
no,
the law?
I mean just to like society in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds stupid as fuck.
I think
That's why,
they do
like,
it in
lethal
Utah
injection,
still.
Lethal injection is literally the worst way to do it.
Really?
It's like the highest failure rate.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just in pain.
You're in pain.
No, I thought you go to sleep first and then they
That
kill you.
often doesn't work. So there's like 2 drugs. The first one is supposed to like
Knock you out.
and the second one stops your heart. But if the first one doesn't, because you can't get like doctors to do it because of the Hippocratic Oath. So they just have like some
prison
guy at the
guard.
fucking prison or whatever.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll get overtime for this.
yeah,
Okay, I'll do it. Is he black?
yeah.
If he's black, I'll do it. But if not, I ain't doing it.
I brought my own super soaker.
Can I do it with
Can
my
I plug
own?
my own super soaker into the tubes?
Can I put my super soaker in his ass?
Yeah, we ran out of the poison, so I've been using my piss. I've been drowning them in piss. It's what I do with rats.
Yeah, I'll fucking do it. Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah.
I ain't got shit to do. I ain't got shit to do till 8 p.m. till Ravens play on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how I would like to be executed.
You wouldn't want the firing squad?
Suicide by cop,
Probably,
baby.
Yeah, firing squad would probably be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would want to just have a big ass gun and kill as many cops as possible.
I saw a
a
video earlier today of a woman jumping off a building. And
that feels cool for probably a couple seconds.
it's an Instagram video, and they were right there. And so you watch this bitch fall, and her head it's like dropping a fucking watermelon on the sidewalk.
Oh.
You see it splatter
Explodes.
all over the fucking scaffolding.
Holy
And
shit!
shit. Yeah, let me pull it up.
You don't feel it at all. That's instant.
But you could definitely fuck. You could fuck that
the
one.
fall
up.
has to be so scary.
How far up was that bitch? How far up will your shit splatter?
9/11?
That sucks, dude.
That's crazy. Those people jump 1,000 feet.
No one made it, right?
I often think about how I saw that when I was 13.
Yeah, you're right. You were the real victim.
No, but it's I don't know. I think it affected our generation
of course,
for sure.
motherfucker. Damn, for real? You think 9/11 affected our generation?
No, but just the image of someone jumping to their death.
I agree.
The planes weren't as scary because the
You're
planes
right.
looked like a movie. You
You're
know
right.
what I
I
mean?
didn't think it affected us, but is that her head? Oh, come on! Fuck!
I don't like that. No, it's making my
That
stomach.
noise is brutal. Oh my god!
Stop playing it on loop.
Oh!
I just wanted to make sure the fans heard
Jesus Christ!
that the fans of the show could hear that.
It's like a really, really fat, wet nutsack slapping your legs.
No, this video is brutal. I watched
don't
it.
wanna
It
see
sounds
it.
so wet. You know what I
watched it
mean?
10 times.
No, don't show it to me, bro.
Watch this.
What the fuck?
I know.
Why is that?
God! Oh!
Why is that allowed on Instagram?
It's on World Star Hip.
Oh,
my god!
that's where I get all my news.
Holy fuck, dude! That was a fucked up video, dude.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Well, Stav, you'll be pleased to know that she was rich.
That is good, I guess. Was she a bitch?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know any of the details. I just made that up to make you feel better.
Where did it
No.
happen? In New York?
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, yeah, there's NYPD in front of her.
Probably wasn't rich, dude. Rich people take pills to die.
Do they?
Yeah, dude. Although that was dramatic, so maybe she was a drama queen.
Yeah, of course she was.
Now tell me this: was she?
She was
hot?
just doing it for attention.
She probably
Classic
survived.
woman.
That could have just been her period.
That's true. Those are pussies.
She was just
Pussy was really juicy and
I was
wet.
like, don't worry, everybody. It may have just been her period.
Officer Diacomo here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty. That's
He's
it's
giving a press
50-50
conference.
that was her pussy's period.
There's a good chance that it was just a period.
Dude, that sucked, dude. I hated that video.
Yeah.
It made me feel bad. I really don't like to see people die unless it's in a cool action movie. Unless Keanu Reeves is doing it.
You remember that? I remember the first Faces of Death video I saw was that pizza guy the guy with the pizza getting hit by the car. Remember that?
No.
My friend downloaded it on Napster,
Hell yeah.
and it was apparently I had no idea what it was from. I assumed it was from a movie because it's like the shot tracks with him, and then he gets hit by the car.
And it was real?
No, it's from an Australian PSA about traffic safety.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
None of them were real.
Like red asphalt.
There is one. I remember there's one video of Russian soldiers cutting some Chechen teenager's throat,
Damn.
and that one was real. But
They're were there cartel executions on there?
yeah, I've seen cartel executions.
Those guys are
It's
not
crazy.
afraid
It's
to
weird,
die.
man. It fucks you up. Just sit there and watch people die. And I don't know. I don't do it often, but maybe once a year.
5 years ago, I saw the ISIS, that journalist guy. and
Yeah.
I
Nah,
can't
I'm not-
I can't watch that shit anymore.
I'm not trying to look at that, dude.
Yeah. No,
He's so afraid to die.
I saw that cartel beheading with the chainsaw.
sucks.
And the cartel ones are nice because those guys aren't afraid.
Those
to
guys
die.
don't give a fuck.
They don't care.
They're so hard.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That
I
is
wanna be
cool.
like that.
Fuck you.
Yeah, yeah.
Do the guys like fucking? They're like,
I would
he's
be.
just sitting there. He's handcuffed, and the guy's like starting up a rusty chainsaw next to him, and he's like,
Scarface style.
he's like, my name's Miguel. I snitched or whatever. Apologize for snitching. Blah blah blah.
Dude, I would be squealing like a fucking piggy,
I would be
dude.
crying.
I would be like, please, whatever, fuck my ass. Let me suck you
They're
off.
like, but we already fucked your ass. We've been having sex with you for years.
Damn. Downloaded off Napster. You guys see any other fucked up shit off LimeWire or Napster?
I saw one time I was trying to download a naked lady. She had great tits, but she had a penis
Whoa.
instead of a vagina.
That sounds cool.
It was fricked
What do you mean
up,
instead
dude.
of?
What do you mean?
She just happened to have a penis.
She had a
not
penis.
Instead of. Why are you normalizing women having vaginas?
That is fucked up.
Yeah,
of
I
you, Adam.
guess so. One time I did download it. It was like 18-year-old.
Wow, way to erase trans men. Thanks.
It was like 18-year-old.
Wow.
Teen.
Wow.
Whatever. Like just a picture off of like LimeWire or Kazaa or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I downloaded it, and she had a penis, so I put it in the
I remember the
recycle
story.
bin.
And
My
your
dad found it. He was like, "You're downloading unnatural things onto the family computer."
Yeah, one time I'm pretty sure I downloaded child pornography. But other than that. But I was a child as well, so it's not.
Yeah, it should be legal, right? For a kid.
I didn't search it. I
Yeah.
just.
Kids
It's on
only.
the family computer on the desktop, a folder called Stav's folder, and it's just pictures of Reese's peanut butter cups and child pornography. Stav's folder, don't touch.
Do not touch.
It's just
It was
Yeah.
just some homemade stuff, and I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if the people were children, but it was just I couldn't jack off to it, and I could jack off to anything at that time. So
Yeah, the Kazaa days were really the Wild
It
West.
was the
You weren't
Wild
seeing
West.
what you were gonna get.
yeah, dude, you never
It was just
knew.
you click on a title of something, and then you hope that
And I had
It's what it
dial up,
says.
dude, so I would set it up overnight.
it'd be days.
Set it up overnight.
Weeks.
Wake up in the morning and jack
For a
off real
picture.
quick before school.
it didn't take that long. I remember downloading because I would download the same picture of Halle Berry from Swordfish,
Yeah.
and then also some picture-
Classic, by the way.
Halle Berry and Swordfish, and then
Classic.
also Lisa Welsh, Miss September 1980, who I had no idea at the time. I just knew the file name. So it was like girlstits.jpg or something.
Yeah.
And I would download those same two images and beat off them. Which went out, it was like 2 images. I'm the king of France.
Yeah, dude.
So much porn.
Yeah, I know.
When you switched back and forth.
Yeah,
Oh.
I remember that would take like 20 minutes and I would download them every single day.
Yeah, hell yes.
I remember beating off 3 times in a row, and the third time, instead of coming, I just started pissing everywhere. To specifically,
That is incredible. Where were you, in your room?
yeah, I don't
And
know.
you just got
what
piss
happened.
everywhere?
Yeah. Well, no, hold on, not everywhere. I mean, I was like, oh, that's just like piss, and then I
Squeezed your cock
yeah,
off.
You do the fucking
The thumb over the
piss,
hole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
Pez.
And then you let it, and then you shake it up like a champagne,
yeah.
and you get an extra hard
Run to the
stream.
bathroom, plugging your.
Yeah, and then you piss all over the shower, which is a tradition I continue to this very
What were
day.
you beating off when you pissed?
What's that?
Was it those 2 images that caused
No,
you to piss?
that was I think that was I'm pretty sure there was a girl who I did not find attractive, but she was
Mhm.
sitting across from me, and it was like,
Oh, in real life,
well,
a memory.
no,
from
in
real
school.
Life. Oh, okay.
Sitting across from me, and like her fucking shorts had been moved over, and I could see some of her pubes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I forget what grade I was in, but that
That'll
I was
do it in that
definitely
age.
in middle school, and
Mhm.
I fucking I had to beat off so bad that day. Like
I remember a similar thing.
I
A girl,
ran home.
a girl I did not find attractive. Same thing, but she stretched, and you could see the top of her pubes come out for a sec.
Mhm.
And that was I beat off to that as well.
Dude, I got so horny for that.
Dude, stretching and just catching a little glimpse of panty.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. One of my
In
favorite.
my middle school, like girls were like really into showing off their thong straps. That like became a game.
No, it wasn't. I didn't. Not if they did it on purpose, dude.
They all
It would have to be-
whale-tailed on purpose.
It would
is
have to be
about having-
forbidden fruit.
This is about having access.
This is something you're not supposed
It's like
to.
hacking.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like swordfish.
Yeah.
It was yes.
It's exactly that's the plot of
the
swordfish.
plot of swordfish.
Yeah.
I loved being a sexual hacker.
Don't you find out at the end of Swordfish that they're hacking for the government? They're like they're doing terrorism to terrorists or
I don't know,
something.
that movie sucks.
It's so bad.
Nah, it rocks, dude.
John Travolta sucks.
Dude, I want to see.
I
that new
remember
one.
like
the Fred Durst directed one, dude. That looks awesome.
which one?
He plays like an insane fan with like a fucked up haircut.
Clownfish.
Just clownfish.
Clownfish.
He's an insane clown posse guy. But
Getting your
but
dick
has-
sucked.
but he has a salmon in his
start a
ass.
band called Insane Brown Posse. And it is only brown entertainers.
That's a good idea,
Yeah, it's Mindy Kaling for Kumail Nanjiani
of course.
and the 17 other people that are just different versions of those two.
What about Lily Singh? Did you see that awesome show? She stole Mary Beth Barone's joke.
Yeah.
What about that bitch that said that she just found out about 9/11?
Oh yeah, Jamila Jamil.
Yeah. I haven't watched any of the Lily Singh show, but it's like there's no way it's less funny than fucking Stephen Colbert. So
Is it good?
I don't know,
it's
man.
late
It's
night?
pretty bad. It actually literally might be. I know what you're saying, but it's.
Is she a
She
comic?
just did a sketch. She's a YouTuber.
She's a
She did a
YouTuber.
sketch where it was like, they've had 4 different kinds of Jokers, but they haven't had this one. And it was the whole sketch was it's a woman Joker.
Yeah. Everyone's making that joke.
It's like, but there was no jokes. She's like a boss. She's like, hey, can you have the reports done?
Oh,
And
she
she
just
had
was
like
wearing the
lipstick.
makeup.
No, not
and
even.
green hair.
Just kind of had lipstick that was a little. It was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen
What?
in my life. I'm telling you, bro. I did not understand
That's
it.
bad shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And the whole thing was like, I'm the first woman of
what is
color.
she? She's Sikh or something? Why is her last name Singh?
I don't know, man. Do you have to be Sikh to have the?
Well,
last name
Sikhs don't have last names.
They
have
don't?
They only have one name, and then Singh means like dude, and then the one for a girl is
Singapore.
no. I forget the fucking girl version.
I don't know if it's a Sikh thing because there was a golfer named Vijay Singh who didn't have a turban.
Well, you don't have to have a turban to be Sikh, do you?
I thought you don't cut your hair and you wear a turban.
Every single one.
I thought
there's
that's the
that
rules.
Sikh politician in Canada.
Yeah.
Frankie Underwood.
Yeah, Frankie Underwood.
Yeah, I know him.
Kevin Spacey should come back as a Sikh guy.
That would be
Be
awesome.
like, I found God.
I found God.
You know, I took a break and I found God. He's got long ass hair and a turban, and the big eyelashes, and that bracelet.
My man straight killed a guy.
Yeah.
And no one gives a fuck.
No one cares. That's life.
Do, do,
That's
do,
life.
Do, 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 that is life.
I'm
Do,
gay.
do, do, do,
Sucking
do.
a dick in
I'm
May,
gay.
eating an ass in June. But honey, I know one day I'll open that hole for you.
And that hole is my ass.
It's my ass.
It's now or never.
When I was 17, I sucked some guy's dick.
Was that a famous song before Sopranos? Or did
What?
Of course
Sopranos
it
put that
was.
song?
You're asking if
Are you
Frank
crazy?
Sinatra was popular before the
But that's not
Sopranos.
one of his famous songs.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
People know My Way. People know
Shut
Fly
the
Me to the
fuck
Are you
Moon.
out of your mind?
I'm being
That
honest.
is one
I'm
of-
being serious.
That is an incredibly big song.
I feel like The
Here's-
Sopranos
here's-
kind of
how
put
about
that
this?
on the map.
I don't even
You're
remember
so
it being in
stupid.
The Sopranos.
Yeah, me
It's
neither.
the opening to a season, like season 3
Okay,
opens
fine,
to
but
it.
it's like I don't even associate it with The Sopranos. It's like I'm
Yeah.
not going to remember, just like I don't remember any other instance of Frank Sinatra on the fucking Sopranos.
I remember that song in I think season
No,
the
that's stupid.
premiere of either
Shut
2
up.
or 3.
Adam, that's
I
so
won't
stupid.
shut up.
That's so stupid.
That was an earnest
Did
question.
the Sopranos put that song on the
I
map?
feel like it was like a secondary
No.
Sinatra song that
what
kind of.
what are the top songs?
Woke up this morning,
Got yourself
myself
a gun. Top Sopranos. So you got My Way.
Sinatra.
The song from the theme of Married with Children.
No way, dude.
That's not a top one. That's another question. Was that a secondary Sinatra that Married with Children blew up?
I mean, it's
No.
probably that one's definitely more associated with Married with Children.
Yes, than
now.
Sinatra.
But the question that is ridiculous.
I don't think it is.
When I had 17.
When I was 21, I had gay sex again. I had gay sex again.
So I will. Everything I've said about. I know I said like the Joker's whatever, but I would 100%. And like I think it's stupid that it was so Batman involved. Like I didn't need to see the boy or whatever. But I would 100% watch a Joker where it's like.
This is Norm Macdonald is threatening Seth Simons on the.
What does he say?
So Seth Simons goes same energy, and he posted a picture of the Joker and Donald Trump,
Oh,
which is like,
shut.
God.
Oh my God.
You fucking loser.
And fucking Norm Macdonald wrote, "Hey, you fucking piece of shit. It's you that's the Joker, a failed stand-up that kills someone who got a TV show. I cannot wait to meet you, and I will."
Damn, dude.
That's so sick.
That is awesome. Norm's just like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck. Talk to him, Normand.
Mm-hmm. Got his ass.
Got his gay ass.
I wish I want a soundboard with that woman's
This
head exploding and then that old guy getting kicked off the
It
stairs.
sounds so wet.
Got his ass. I see what?
That would I would hate to hear that noise again.
What? The guy
The
getting
ladies.
kicked off
No,
the
the
stairs?
guy
Oh.
can go upstairs. It's great.
Yeah. Got his ass.
Got his ass.
His beer shattering. Seth Simons just replies, "Weird tweet. Weird tweet."
Is that what he said?
Yeah. Everyone thinks I'm a faggot.
Weird tweet.
I just noticed that I decided to make myself a professional tattletale, and now everyone thinks I'm a faggot and doesn't like me. Interesting.
What a fucking loser, man.
Yeah. I hope that guy feels bad every fucking day.
Who's Seth Simons? He doesn't.
No, he's just hoping to like. Is he? So wait, that guy's trying to be a comedian still.
No, he's just trying to be like someone that people think is a good person.
Didn't he talk about making art when people clown?
Oh, he thinks he's a poet. I think.
No,
Yeah.
that rules.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, he's and he's
Imagine
dog shit at
wanting to be
poetry.
a poet. It's like
Someone actually DM'd me after hearing us talk about him on the show to say that they went to middle school with him.
Yeah, I got that same DM.
Yeah.
I didn't. What did they say?
I don't know.
That he
kinda-
liked random humor.
Well, they were kind of defending him to me, and he was like, "Please don't kill him." It's like, it's too late. I already got his address.
Look, it's a go.
Listen,
I can't call this off.
Look, I'm tactical. When it comes down to chain of command, which is a series of characters in my head that I've created to avoid responsibility for my actions. When the orders come down the pipeline,
When my coping mechanism to keep my
Right.
conscience clear
Listen,
while I
wait-
murder people.
right? When the Joint Chiefs of Staff that I fully hallucinate in my living room.
There's just an admiral.
Told me.
We just walk in and he's like, "God damn it, it's too dangerous."
I told you I'm out of the game.
Sir, yet with a blindfold on, assembling an M16. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. We had an argument, but somebody else found an article he wrote years ago about SNL firing Katie Rich or whatever, and about like I guess he was a free speech guy, years ago. But
That's
now
Because of the Barron Trump thing?
right, yeah.
No,
now
that's-
that's the thing he doesn't like. He's no longer a free speech guy.
Well, a lot can change.
Yeah, which is what makes him an enemy of freedom. Which makes him,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Punisher mask comes down. Does he wear the mask?
The Punisher.
Who's Seth
The
Simons?
Punisher mask comes down.
No, that's just a logo. I
Oh.
think I don't think he wears a mask.
He's not a coward. He doesn't need a mask.
Yeah, he wants you to look into the eyes of the man who's punishing
What's
you.
his name? Frank Templar.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's
Caliendo.
Frank Templeton.
Frank Douglas.
Frankie.
Name's Frank Sinatra.
Frankie Underwood.
The Punisher.
Frank Terranova.
Yeah.
There's a character named Frank Sinatra.
That's good.
They're like, that's already a guy. Well, I already drew the whole thing.
Look,
so.
it's drawn,
It's
and I wrote it, so it's the guy's name.
I used a pen.
And this is his friend Benjamin Franklin.
It's all in pen. I'm a professional.
Oh, you want me to not use pen?
Oh,
And
sorry.
Pencil like a fucking
I guess
schoolboy.
just dramatically tearing all the pages, trying to erase it. I guess. Oh, I'll try to erase it, but I can't because it's pen. just tearing up. Oh, there's already 200 copies made and already off to the stores. His name's Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, the Punisher.
Will the legal department handle that? Oh, I'm fired now.
Could you name a character that, like a famous guy's name, and I guess it's just a name, right?
Yeah.
Like you could just make a superhero named Frank Sinatra and not address it. It would just be weird.
Well, you would most certainly get sued.
Why?
If Frank Sinatra was still alive, he died in 9/11, right?
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
I feel like he wasn't
tried
the
to sing-
suing
he tried
type,
to
you
sing
know?
the
He'd
planes.
send some guys to come over and have a little talk.
They're
with you.
like, hey, everyone, attention. I'd just like everyone at Bergman and Associates to know, for Karen's 57th birthday, we have a special guest. Frank Sinatra is going to be singing in the office. Hey, everybody, how are you? Thanks for having me here at the 110th floor of the North Tower here. It's a beautiful morning. 8:02 a.m. How you doing? Beautiful clear skies. I'm so glad I don't have to take the elevator. It takes so long, doesn't it, folks, to get down those stairs? And there's a beautiful big bird outside saying hello. And he's getting closer. You can yeah, Frank Sinatra was doing improv crooning for a 57-year-old
His
woman's
last
birthday.
moment.
he really didn't need the money. He didn't need to be there at all. He was just trying to be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 8:02 a.m. So he got up at around 6 a.m., 5:30 a.m.
Had to get in
be
hair
there.
and makeup. Obviously, he
Folks,
was a
I tell
vain
you,
man.
This jet fuel is hot, but not as hot as Palm Springs.
Am I right, ladies and
You
gentlemen?
need a break from Vegas? Check it out.
So he was Italian, but he had blue eyes, huh? Something doesn't match.
Special. No. That just means he was one of a kind, you know?
Nah, he was a
You know who else who was Italian and blue eyes? Jesus Christ.
yeah.
That's true.
Crystal clear blue
That
eyes.
is true. That is what he looked like.
Yep.
He basically looked like a young Dean Martin
Italian Jesus
with long hair. Jesus
Gorgeous.
looked like Dean
your
Martin.
own
Yeah.
Italian
Yeah,
Jesus. Someone to dunk the bread, make the sauce.
What about
Look at Jake screen capping Norm Macdonald's tweet, being like,
What did he say?
I don't know, because he doesn't want to quote Norm Macdonald because he doesn't want
he doesn't want smoke?
Norm Macdonald. Yeah, he doesn't want to deal with it.
Sucking on my dick.
Norm, can you say something mean about this guy we used to be friends with?
Yeah.
Can you also?
What is Norm up to these days, dude?
He's betting on sports. He's chilling at the crib. Do you follow him on Instagram?
No. Is he a good Insta follow?
He just joined.
Nice.
He's the best, man.
Is the podcast
He's
coming
just
back?
living life. I don't know if the podcast is coming back.
The first 2 seasons of that podcast were great.
Yeah.
The first one was unbelievable. Someone to suck
So
your
fucking
dick.
funny.
Someone to fuck. Boom, boom, boom.
Someone to fuck your ass.
Boom, 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 boom.
What was that song even about?
It's
It's
your
It's
own
a sex thing?
Your own personal Jesus.
Having your own Jesus.
Yeah, but is it like I'll be?
Come on, man. It's right there in the title.
But
God
what does
damn.
that mean?
You got like dumbass music questions.
You really do.
First,
bro.
did anyone know about Frank Sinatra before The Sopranos?
That's not what I
That
asked.
is what you asked verbatim, actually.
For the record, that is not what I asked.
Question number 2: is Depeche Mode real? Is that an actual mode that you?
Yeah,
can
what
have?
is that? A Depeche Mode?
Well, Depeche is the
Joe-
Gary Goldman thing.
Depeche
The Great
Patel?
Depression.
Yeah.
What about Joe Depeche?
Mm.
Your own
Mm.
personal.
So, what do you want? Your own personal Jesus over here?
Joe Depeche mode.
That's good.
What do you want? Your own fucking personal Jesus over here, or what?
What do I look like? A clown?
What do I look like? Your own personal Jesus?
What do I look like? A fucking Jesus guy or something? Is that what I look like to you? Depeche. What does Depeche mean?
The push.
It's some gay British word they made up.
Yeah, life's gay.
That is
Yeah.
so fucking true.
Damn, look how cool they looked.
Hell yeah, dude. The guy looks kind of like Shia LaBeouf.
I can't wait to see that Shia movie.
About his dad?
Yeah.
I loved the trailer.
His dad
Adam's
was in
mad.
Depeche mode.
Adam's mad that Shia stole his idea for a movie.
I wanted to make a movie where I play my dad.
Yeah.
I take rollerblading lessons for like 3 years to prepare for the role.
Oh, Shia's playing his own father?
Yeah, and then he hired some like Even Stevens looking ass kid to play him.
It's just
What?
Mm-hmm.
Who's his dad? Is it like a famous
His dad
guy?
is some loser that like was like wanted to be a Hollywood actor, and then his son became a famous actor.
That's weird. That's a weird movie. Interesting though.
I think he's a drunk too, or something, or stunt man maybe.
What if he fucks his
I thought
kid
his
on
dad
camera?
was David Foster Wallace.
was?
Yeah.
He would never take off
I
the
was under the
bandana.
impression that Shia LaBeouf's father was
Shia Foster LaBeouf
famous
Wallace.
comedian David Foster Wallace.
Mm.
Dude, famous lover of bandanas.
Yeah.
My man was probably the number one white bandana wearer.
What about Axl Rose?
Other than I was gonna say Brett Michaels.
What was that? Why didn't anybody stop him?
'Cause he-
Who? David Foster Wallace?
Yeah.
I think he was probably bald.
I don't think he was.
I think he probably was.
No.
I think it was probably an insecurity thing.
Bro, then you don't use a fucking bandana. You just wear a hat.
Yeah, but guys like that are so like genius personality types. They're like so they have like weird quirks like that.
Yeah.
talking about
Where it's like
yourself?
I
Kind of like me.
Yeah.
no,
You consider yourself a genius type?
I am. Yes.
no, not at all.
I do.
Yeah.
And I am.
What's your personal flair, Adam? As a
Uh,
genius type. As a self-described genius type.
I never said that. I was talking about David Foster Wallace.
But what is it?
Dietz and Watson or Boar's Head? That's the question Americans are asking this week. When the sandwich wars, we're in the midst of a sandwich trade war. Diane,
I would say Boar's Head.
yeah.
Boar's
okay.
Head.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our next segment. You're watching I'm Drunk News in the morning. You're watching The Prompter Broke.
And my dick is hard.
Dude, the Matt Lauer stuff is so funny.
Oh yeah, he just raped someone.
Can you imagine that? Matt Lauer
He
busting
raped
into
again?
He
Busting
raped in
into a-
Sochi, and they knew about it. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh yeah, I thought we knew about that though.
Imagine you're
No?
at the Sochi Olympics getting fired up over curling and you're like, I gotta fuck somebody in the ass.
Did he fuck someone in the ass?
Yeah,
too?
dude, he went into like some intern's fucking hotel room and like
Jesus
just fucked her in the ass.
Christ.
Yeah.
What? And she reported it,
Yeah.
and they were just like, "Nah."
And Matt Lauer's like, actually, she was my girlfriend.
Is that really what he said?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He's like, that bitch is she's my bitch.
Your Honor,
Your Honor, here's
Your
a
Honor.
receipt of me
Yeah.
taking her to the Cheesecake Factory.
she was
one
my
time.
bitch.
That bitch she's lying and she's my bitch.
Actually,
She's got Lauer.
and I can prove it.
She's got Lauer tattooed under her left butt cheek. That's how you know she's property for the whole squad. You think the guys of that morning show ever fucked together? Like
Mm.
Matt
Mm.
and
Definitely
Al Roker
Roker for
had
sure.
a bitch on retainer.
Yeah. He did the weather.
Damn.
Yeah. It's weird because as a
And then-
kid, you see all
and
these
then
people
raped.
that are adults that get paid to smile.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that they're all
They're
just
all raping.
sex perverts, you know?
Yeah.
I'll tell you who definitely has bodies on him. Seacrest for sure.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
so.
I think that dude is like huffs like jenkum and has like the darkest personal secret life.
Yeah.
I think and then he gets to work in a drug haze, and then he's like, camera turns on, he's like, Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber.
You know what? You know what? Okay, I can see that. I think it's an extreme.
I want to make a movie out of that. Honestly, I think it's like a guy that's so empty.
A lot of movie ideas.
Whose whole life. Are
you jealous of Shia LaBeouf, and that's why you got so many?
I'm trying to be like a LaBeouf. I'm trying to pivot. Honestly.
So when you say you mean like a character like the Joker, maybe?
Yeah. No.
That's good.
How about
man.
David Joker Wallace?
Oh,
and that's a movie where because everyone's saying the Joker's dumb, but how about a movie about what if the Joker was David,
the smartest man of alive,
the smartest person to ever live,
who wrote some long gay ass book.
The
that
smartest
says
guy.
That's how you know it's smart, because it's so long.
Who would do the real hard
Isn't
mental work of figuring out whether lobsters are sad.
That was a good essay, though.
The kind of thing it takes a genius to think about. Is my lunch upset? And what is it? What is the implication?
Damn, you want to go get lobster right now?
I would.
I would love a lobster roll.
How about David Lobster Wallace?
Yes.
And
do you like a buttery lobster roll or a?
How about Joker Lobster Fag? And it's a lobster and Joker makeup, but he's also
he's gay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're gonna do better than Joker. What was it?
Lobster faggot.
That's right. I don't think we're gonna top that.
Pay attention for that in the upcoming Shia LaBeouf movie.
That's right. So come see us at Funny Moms tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be there, but just come to the show anyway. And Fat Tuesdays every Tuesday at the Stand. I'm going to be in Detroit this weekend, the 19th and 20th in Kalamazoo in Detroit. And then I'm going to be in Lafayette, Louisiana, New Orleans on the 8th and 9th of November. I'm going to be in Atlanta. I'm going to be in Bridgeport, Connecticut. I'm going to be at fucking the Stress Factory. So just go to stavi.biz/tour. I'm also going to be in Houston. I'm going to be in Baltimore for Thanksgiving. All type of shit. But come to Funny Moms. Come to Fat Tuesdays every Monday and Tuesday. Go to cuteguyskissing.com. That's Adam's homepage. And go to come.town and buy T-shirts from our boy Nick. And anything else, boys?
No.
Do you agree that that's your webpage?
I was pissing. I didn't hear what you said.
Do you agree? Say yes or no.
Yes, I agree.
That's right, you do. All right. Goodbye, everyone.